Oh nah, most definitely. I naturally I could draw because my dad was an artist, so just having the ability to create was something natural with me. And then, well, when I was in middle school, my mom sent me to the little summer camp joint where we ended up having a poetry class. She signed me up for where it was like a little poetry book we had writing poems, or where I would tell people since middle school all through high school, like, yo, I could write poems and shit. Like Miss Morello in seventh grade had us writing poems, basically raps and stuff, where it was like, yo, I can do this. Then it was like since 2020, sir, just everybody low key went through their own stages of things, and it made me embrace stuff a lot more to where another friend of mine that would do pop-up shops, I had sent her a poem and she like, you gotta come to one of my events and read this. And it was like one of them situations where you know how like boom, I'm not saying you never did it live or nothing, but you know how you write your poems and somebody asks that question like, would you ever read for like a crowd and stuff? And he'd be like, I mean, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't or would, but I mean if I was in that situation, and low key, I manifested and predicted it because before I knew it, I'm in the park having a go. But yo, this shit crazy. Cause if I send you the video of the dude I had to follow, listen, the video I got is not from that day. But this dude, he was one of he belonged on Def Jam Poetry. First of all, I'm gonna tell you his name. When he gonna tell you his name, that should be low key deep. He be like, "My name's Lost Child, but it's lost without a T because this, that, and the other, and yada yada yada, and all this. And I'm a grown man that's never met his mother, so still at the age of 40 such and such a years old, I'm a lost child." And you be sitting there like, "Damn, nigga, shit, that shit was deep." Explain to me why you call yourself lost child. And then he'd be like that type of poetry. Like he'd start talking, he'd be like the divinity and man, such and such a with a woman, this, and start going off where you be sitting there like, damn. And it was like, this what I gotta follow and shit. But boom, before I knew it, like bodying tons of events to where it's like I done probably did 3 or 4 actual readings, and it'd be like I'm the type of person, I don't know how others go about it, but me, I get like inspiration from weird shit. It might be like a line I hear or something, and they'd be like, yo, that shit hard. And it was like the one joint you did, how you kept flipping your name Monique, but it was like, yo, that shit really was fire. Like where it was like, damn, I could do that with my name, but my shit's Vin, so it would be like Sin, then it's the scent at the end. So it's like I would have to really go big brain theory trying to, well, not trying, but writing some hard ass shit. Nah, but one thing I say that's dope with your art and how you go about just creating stuff, um, I'm trying to word it correctly, but it's like this health guy that I watched where he was talking about making platforms, and some of the number one things is just finding your way to market yourself. And it's like how you market yourself is like, yo, that shit, it like it how can I explain it? It's like it's very calm, but it's impactful.
Okay, so I'm trying to do this without holding it, but I'm not really winning in that aspect. But so first of all, like what a pleasant surprise. Your voice memos are freaking hilarious. Like the way you did like the changes in your voice and your characters, like just well done. Great job. Great job. So I tend to like hold the button a lot longer and send like 8-minute messages, but I'm not going to do that to you. So, yes, I've read my poetry before to people. It's been a while though since I've done that, and darn it, I can't remember because you just said so many like really cool things. Okay, you know what? I'll listen to it and then like respond to that particular one. I really don't feel like holding this. This is so annoying. Um, okay, so in your first one, like you said so much in a short amount of time. Um, but yeah, I've been writing since I can remember. Like even the age of like 2, writing on the walls and writing stories and stuff like that. I think that's just, you either have it or you don't type of thing when it comes to certain skills or whatever. But that's really cool that your dad used to do art also. Um, and like your drawings and things like that, like just your concept of stuff. Like I enjoy how it shows how you view the world. Like you could totally see that in your art, and that's pretty cool. Okay, next one. Okay, so I just really suck at multitasking. It's so frustrating because, like, okay, so like your story about the guy that like you said should be on Deaf Poetry, and like how his name, like Lost Child and all that kind of stuff. Like, so as I'm like listening to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know where the story is going, but it sounds really freaking interesting, and it was, and I can't remember because I'm trying to like focus on holding the button and like get my thoughts out at the same time. But uh and it's like 4 in the morning, and oh, and then like on your last one, and when you were like trying to describe like I guess like your interpretation of like my stuff, and then like you had this pause, and I'm watching the time go. See, this is like super freaking stressful. So then like I was like watching your time, and it was like getting down to 7 seconds, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like is he really just gonna leave me hanging on what it is? And then like you just closed it out so perfectly. And I think you said calm but impactful. And that was so touching. Calm and impactful is like, that's a total, like that's the exact look I was going for. I didn't even realize I was doing it, but like, yeah, those are like the words. Like impactful is important. But like I won't be coming off like mad, like aggressive and whatnot, because I'm a very like passionate person. I'm very passionate about like things that I believe in, and when I say things and when I express myself. So like I be trying to not come off like super like grr intense, but I also wanted to like hold weight. You can't be afraid when it comes to art. You can't be timid when it comes to art. Like you have to be willing to put yourself out there, and whatever statement your art is making, you got to really be bold with it and stand by it. So, yeah. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to like whatever you come up with. Like when and you were saying about how like I was using my name like with Mo. It's like, okay, I kind of get a pass because like I mean, you can use Mo for anything. You can use Mo money, you can use like motivation. Like it's so many words that starts with MO. So I kind of like that's kind of like cheating on my part in a way. Well, not cheating because I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat. But you get what I'm saying. It's I have more options and more wiggle room when it comes to like the name thing. Um and it's like, okay, so like Mo Money's like my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies on my top 10 favorite movie list. And Mo Better Blues, I don't know if I put it in the top 10 because I already have my top 10 set, but it's like a really good movie, and like both of them start with Mo, so it's like anyway. So I was trying to think about like Vince and like VI, or like just like where you could go with that. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense why you brought up the guy about the guy with the like lost child name and everything. My bad. This is just really stressful trying to hold this and focus at the same time. Um yeah, like now I'm all like inspired and whatnot right now. But yeah, hope that works out. And I hope you can come up with something with your name. That'd be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to hearing it. And I'm going to be putting up something really soon. I want to do something this month. So that should be funsies. Just like a video like I've been doing and whatnot. And I think that's it. Okay. Well, have a great day and whatnot. Bye.
Yo, you're funny as shit your own self in your own way, but that's the truth, and that's how everybody should be. 2, if you double tap the voice memo button, it should just play where you can automatically talk. I didn't came to learn that because I talk a lot. It's amazing how the universe works because sometimes you gotta have these type of conversations to get a light bulb idea for some shit. And it was like, in the course of you saying, like, hopefully you figure out like doing something with your name, it like kind of popped up to me like, yo, I could do the type shits where it's like your name written down and then you got words that's representing each letter, like V for victorious or some shit. Like, and I'm like, that's the cheesy way, but I'm gonna do it that way, but almost make it into a poem way. Like, you feel me? And it's gonna all work. Yes, peace, love, respect to you. Pass some more respect though. Blessings up. Anuk Uja Sanep Ashe. Have a blessed motherfucking day.
Oh, I did it. It worked. Okay, so I double tapped it and it's just like rolling. Okay. You're hilarious. I already established that. But that last message, oh my gosh, I have to use that for something. Like, that was just like, okay. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Like, if you do your name and then like make like a whole poem, like each line starting with like a letter of your name or something like that. Dope. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to hear it. And yeah, all that. Peace, love, and hair grease. And yeah, that's it. All right, bye.